Benin has just extended an official invitation to Burkina Faso and Niger to attend its upcoming National Day military parade on August 1st, 2025. On the surface, it seems like a step towards mending relations. But for the Sahelian nations, it brings back memories of betrayal and unresolved questions. How can Benin call for unity today, when it was among the first to close its borders during the ECOWAS sanctions, suffocating Niger's economy and isolating its leadership? How can trust be restored when foreign military bases still operate quietly within Benin's borders, posing a constant threat to the sovereignty of neighboring nations? The Alliance of Sahel States is not looking for symbolic parades. It demands genuine respect, security cooperation built on mutual trust, and a clear rejection of external interference. The invitation may be on paper, but the real partnership will only begin when Benin proves it stands with Africa, not foreign agendas.
De ces vaillants guerriers qui ont aidé le monde entier à se débarrasser du nazisme et de beaucoup d'autres fléaux.
Alright guys, this is Pillars of History and this is Ice Franco, your host. I'm very grateful to be with you. So Benin has invited Niger and Burkina Faso to its military parade. Benin under Patrice Talon has invited the AES states, both Burkina Faso and Niger, Benin's military parade, which will take place on the 1st of August 2025. So what does this mean for the region? And what does Benin think of this bold move? Let's see the full report, then we shall come back and comment on it. Thank you.
In the heart of West Africa's storm, as the Alliance of Sahel States, AES, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger battle for sovereignty against a tide of foreign interference, one question grows louder. Can Benin truly be trusted? Benin, once celebrated as a democratic beacon aligned with Western powers, finds itself at odds with the revolutionary current sweeping the Sahel. Its military partnerships with France and the United States have long been a source of suspicion for the AES, which sees these ties not as alliances of mutual respect, but as remnants of colonial subjugation. The events following the 2023 Niger coup only deepened this divide. Under the weight of ECOWAS sanctions pushed by foreign agendas, Benin dutifully closed its border with Niger, cutting off vital economic lifelines and turning a neighbor into a victim of economic warfare. The Niger-Benin export pipeline, NBAP, meant to fuel Niger's economic independence, became a battlefield of accusations, Beninese interference, sabotage, and even kidnappings of Nigerian workers, adding fuel to the AES's belief that Benin was no innocent bystander. But the distrust runs deeper. To the AES, Benin's continued hosting of Western military bases is a dagger pointed at the heart of their sovereignty. While Benin defends these partnerships as matters of national security, Sahelian leaders see a staging ground for espionage, destabilization, and covert operations aimed at toppling regimes that dare to reject foreign dominance. Throughout 2024 and into 2025, jihadist attacks ravaged Benin's northern regions. Yet, instead of fostering solidarity and cooperation, the lack of trust, fueled by Benin's perceived role as a Western proxy, crippled cross-border intelligence sharing. Extremist groups exploited these fractures while ordinary citizens paid the price in blood.
À la tête, selon eux, de leur sous-préfecture, pour pouvoir continuer à les alimenter.
Amidst the rising tensions, a surprising gesture emerged. Benin extended invitations to Burkina Faso and Niger to attend its National Day military parade on August 1st, 2025. To the casual observer, this seemed like an olive branch, a step toward mending broken ties. But for the AES, it raised eyebrows. Was this a genuine effort at reconciliation? or a calculated move under diplomatic and security pressure. The AES nations, battered yet unyielding, recognized the symbolism, but remained cautious. After all, trust is not restored with parades and grand displays. It is rebuilt through dismantling foreign military entanglements and demonstrating respect for sovereign choices. The pipeline dispute, the economic suffocation during ECOWAS sanctions, and the ongoing accusations of Beninese soil being used for foreign interference are not matters that can be erased with ceremonial invitations. The AES believes that true partnership can only be achieved when Benin aligns with African interests, not foreign directives. The Sahel's fight is not just against armed extremists, it is against systems of exploitation that have long thrived on African divisions. For the AES, Benin's divided loyalties remain a critical vulnerability. If Benin truly seeks peace and solidarity, it must prove it by shedding the role of foreign outpost and standing with its neighbors in the shared battle for African self-determination. Until then, skepticism will remain. The parade was a gesture, but in the Sahel, actions speak louder than marching bands.
Thank you for being part of the family. So today we have a story. Benin invited Burkina Faso and Niger on their military parade. What do you think about that moment? Is it a crucial, a very powerful moment to foster this, the already stalled relationship between Niger, Burkina Faso and Benin? The AES states have already crashed with Benin for so long, and they have even disputes on their borders, mostly between Niger and Benin is because of the oil pipeline. The Niger-Benin oil pipeline, which originates from Niger and is one of the biggest booster of Niger's economy. So the dispute is because Niger accuses Benin of sabotaging its economic ambitions through using violent attacks and staging some chaos towards its pipeline in order to limit the exportation of crude oil from Niger. So there have been diplomatic ruptures and diplomatic tensions between Niger and Benin, which also drew in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is also accusing Benin of acting like a base of destabilization. So the foreign countries use Benin as a tool of destabilizing the AES. So there is no good relationship between Benin and the AES. But Benin has invited the AES states to its military parade. Do you think the bold stage or the bold decision taken by the Beninese authority under Patrice Talon is a clear message of fostering relations, or it's just a hideout on diplomatic tensions? So what is your take on this? Let me give my take. I think this can also reduce on the tensions between the AES states and ECOWAS, because Benin is also a vital key between the AES states and the ECOWAS. If Benin fosters the ties between Benin and AES, of course there must be, the environment would be good and everything will be okay. But if those relationship does not actually come up with a good outcome, of course the environment between the Beninese people and the AES states people, of course they will always have a clash, and it always affects the grassroots citizens of both countries. Thank you for being with us.